Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Beginners. I am very happy today because we are talking about skiing. I love winter and snow so much. Skiing makes me feel free and excited. When I ski, I feel like I am flying. Today, we will talk about why skiing is fun, how to learn it, and some funny moments. So get ready for a warm and friendly winter conversation.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening to us. I am also very excited because skiing is one of my favorite winter activities. Skiing gives me a lot of energy and happiness. I remember my first time skiing. Oh, it was scary, but also very fun. Today, we want to share our feelings and experiences with you. I hope you enjoy this episode, and maybe skiing will become your favorite too.
Mark, do you remember your first time skiing? I remember mine very clearly. I was very nervous because everything looked difficult. The snow was shiny and the mountains were huge, but I wanted to try because it looked exciting. When I started skiing, I fell many times, but I was laughing and enjoying everything. It was scary, but also the happiest feeling.
Yes, I remember my first time skiing too. At first, I was afraid because I didn't know how to stop. I tried to move slowly, but I went fast and fell like a snowball. People around me also fell, and we all laughed together. Even though I was tired and cold, I felt proud because I didn't give up. I learned that in skiing, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to enjoy it and keep trying.
That is so true. I think skiing teaches us to be brave and relaxed. When I first tried it, I told myself, don't think too much, just enjoy it. Every time I fell, I smiled and tried again. The fresh, cold air and the quiet mountains felt magical. Even if I was slow, I felt strong and confident. My body was tired after skiing, but my heart was very happy. It's a beautiful memory for me.
Yes, the mountains make everything special. I remember the sound of the wind and the snow under my skis. It felt peaceful and exciting at the same time. My friends helped me, and we supported each other when we fell or got scared. After skiing, we drank hot chocolate and talked about our day. It was a simple moment, but it felt perfect. Skiing gives you memories you never forget.
You know, Mark, I think the best moment during my first skiing day was when I finally stood up and didn't fall. I felt like a hero, even though I only skied for maybe 10 seconds. But those 10 seconds felt amazing and full of freedom. My heart was beating fast and I was smiling so much. I wanted to shout, I did it, even if no one was watching. That small success made me want to learn more and ski again and again.
I understand this feeling very well, Anna. The first time I could ski without falling, I felt like I won a big competition. It was not perfect and not very fast, but it was my moment. I felt proud of myself because I didn't quit. Even the cold weather felt warm because I was so happy. I think skiing teaches us to celebrate every small step. It makes us believe in ourselves.
Yes, and I think skiing is not only a sport. It is also an emotional journey. You feel fear, excitement, courage, and happiness all at the same time. You learn to trust your body and your balance. You learn patience and enjoy the process. Skiing helps you understand that progress takes time, but it is worth it. And the best thing is that you can share these feelings with friends and family.
I agree with you. I also think that skiing brings people closer. When you ski with someone, you support each other and laugh together. Sometimes you fall at the same time, and it becomes a funny memory that you talk about later. You help each other stand up and try again. These moments make friendships stronger. Skiing is not only about going fast, but about having fun with others.
When I remember my first skiing day, I also remembered the beautiful view. The mountains looked like a huge white blanket. The sky was blue and the air was fresh and cold. I wanted to take many pictures because everything looked perfect. Even when I fell, I didn't feel sad because the nature around me was so peaceful. I think the view made me brave and calm at the same time.
You described the mountains very beautifully. I also love the view when skiing, especially when the sun shines on the snow. It looks like the snow is full of diamonds. Sometimes I stop for a moment just to look around and breathe deeply. It feels like the whole world is quiet and slow. These moments make me forget stress and problems. Skiing is not only physical exercise, it is good for the heart and mind.
Mark, another thing I remember from my first skiing day is the ski lift. I was so scared to sit on it because it looked high and fast. I thought I would fall before even reaching the top of the mountain. But when I sat down and the lift started moving, I felt calm and curious. I saw the beautiful mountains from above and it felt like flying. I was nervous, but also very excited. That moment made skiing feel even more magical to me.
Oh yes, the ski lift can be scary at first. I also felt nervous during my first ride because I didn't know how to get off the lift. I saw other people jump off easily, and I worried I would fall in front of everyone. But when it was my turn, I stood up slowly and I didn't fall. I felt very proud and happy. Even though my legs were shaking, the ski lift is scary in the beginning, but later it becomes one of the best parts of skiing.
Exactly. After a few rides, the ski lift became fun for me. I started to enjoy sitting there and feeling the cold air on my face. I talked with my friends and laughed a lot during the ride. We looked at the people skiing below and cheered for them. I think the ski lift is a place where you rest and enjoy the moment. It's like a small break before the next adventure on the snow.
I love that you call it a break before the adventure. For me, the ski lift is also a moment to breathe and relax. I usually look down at my skis and think, okay, let's do this again. It prepares me mentally for the next run. Sometimes I talk to the person next to me, and sometimes I just enjoy the silence. It's a peaceful moment, and it makes the next skiing run more exciting.
When I think about skiing, I realize that it teaches me many things about life. Even when something is scary, you try and you get better with time. You fall, but you stand up again. You feel afraid, but you also feel strong. You learn to enjoy small successes and not give up. I think skiing helped me become more confident in everyday life, too.
I agree completely, Anna. Skiing teaches courage, patience, and confidence. It shows that even when things are difficult, you can improve step by step. You learn to enjoy the journey, not only the result. You learn that falling is not failure. Falling is part of learning. And when you succeed, after trying many times, the happiness is even bigger. This is why skiing is special to me.
Mark, after my first skiing experience, I really wanted to learn more and improve. I watched many beginner ski lessons online to understand the basics. They explained how to stop, how to turn, and how to use my body correctly. I practiced little by little every time I went to the mountains. Even when it was hard, I tried to stay positive and patient. When I finally made my first smooth turn, I felt so proud. It showed me that learning slowly is okay.
That sounds wonderful, Anna. I also learned skiing step by step, and sometimes I became frustrated because I wanted to learn fast. But skiing is a sport that needs time and practice, and I learned to accept that. I watched other skiers and tried to copy their movements. I also took a short class with an instructor, and it helped me a lot. Once I understood how to balance my body, everything became easier. It was a great feeling to see improvement.
I also learned how important the ski equipment is. At first, I didn't know how to choose skis or boots, and everything felt uncomfortable. But when I learned about the right size and fit, skiing became much easier. The boots hugged my feet well, and the skis helped me move smoothly. Now I always check my equipment before skiing because it makes a big difference. Good equipment makes you feel safe, comfortable, and confident. I think beginners should learn about equipment too.
Yes, equipment is very important. In the beginning, my boots were too big and I couldn't control my skis well. When I finally changed to the correct size, I felt like a new person on the snow. I also learned that helmets and goggles are necessary for safety and comfort. Ski jackets and gloves keep your body warm so you can enjoy skiing longer. The right equipment protects you and makes skiing much more fun. I think a lot of beginners should learn about this too.
Another thing that helped me was skiing with friends who were better than me. They encouraged me, waited for me, and gave me small tips. They told me not to look down at my feet, but to look forward. They reminded me to relax my shoulders and breathe. Their support made me feel safe and strong. I realized that learning is easier when you are not alone.
I had the same experience. Skiing with people who are a little better than you is very motivating. They inspire you and show you what is possible. They don't need to teach you everything. Sometimes just their presence gives you confidence. You laugh together, you fall together, and you celebrate progress together. It makes skiing feel like a team adventure. I think the best memories come from learning with others.
Mark, I also remember how proud I felt the first time I could stop without falling. It took me many tries, but suddenly something clicked and my body understood the movement. I pushed my skis out a little, leaned back gently, and I stopped. I shouted yes because I was so happy. It may look like a small thing, but it was big for me. That moment made me believe that I could really become a good skier one day. It gave me a lot of motivation.
I love that feeling, Anna. I remember when I learned how to turn for the first time, I almost wanted to cry from happiness. Before that, I always went straight and fell because I didn't know how to change direction. When I finally turned smoothly, I felt like I unlocked some special power. I wanted to call everyone and tell them about it. It showed me that hard work really pays off. Skiing becomes more fun after every new skill you learn.
I agree. And I realized something else while learning. You don't need to be perfect. When I relaxed and stopped thinking about being perfect, I improved faster. I started smiling while practicing instead of worrying. I listened to music in my head and just enjoyed moving in the snow. When you enjoy the moment, your body learns naturally. Skiing becomes not only a sport, but also a feeling of happiness.
You are so right. Many beginners get stressed and think too much, and that makes skiing harder. When you relax, everything becomes smoother and easier. Your legs follow the snow, and your body works with the mountain instead of against it. I always tell beginners to breathe, smile, and have fun. Skiing should be joyful, not stressful. A happy heart makes a strong skier.
Another thing that helped me was taking breaks. At first, I tried skiing for many hours without stopping, and I became tired and frustrated. Later, I learned that small breaks give more energy and make learning faster. I drank warm tea, ate snacks, and then returned to skiing with a fresh mind. I felt stronger and more focused every time I rested. Breaks are not a sign of weakness. They are part of learning.
I agree 100%. Breaks are very important, especially for beginners. The body gets tired quickly when you are learning something new. A short rest gives your muscles time to recover and your mind time to understand what you just practiced. After a break, you ski better and with more confidence. Skiing is not a race, it is an experience. Slow learning is still learning.
Mark, do you remember learning how to control speed on the snow? For me, that was a big challenge. Sometimes I went too fast and felt scared, and sometimes I went too slow and stopped in the middle of the slope. I didn't understand how to balance my body to control the speed. But with time, I learned to bend my knees and use my skis like wings. When I finally skied at the speed I wanted, I felt powerful and free. It was like my body and the snow became friends.
Yes, speed control is a big step for every skier. I remember when I learned it, I felt like I had unlocked level 2 in a game. Before that, I was afraid of going fast because I didn't know how to slow down. When I learned to turn and move my body correctly, I could choose my speed easily. It made skiing much more fun because I wasn't scared anymore. Being in control makes you feel safe and confident. It's an amazing moment for every beginner.
I also learned that falling is not something to be embarrassed about. At first, I felt shy when I fell, especially when people were watching. But then I noticed that everyone falls, even good skiers sometimes. Falling is just part of learning, like making mistakes in anything new. When I accepted that falling is normal, I relaxed more and enjoyed skiing without fear. Every fall actually taught me something important.
That's a great point, Anna. I also used to feel shy when I fell, but then I realized that falling means you are trying. If you never fall, it means you are not learning new skills. I started laughing when I fell instead of feeling bad. I stood up, cleaned the snow off my clothes, and tried again. Skiing becomes much more fun when you don't worry about mistakes. A smile helps more than fear.
Another thing that helped me improve was watching experienced skiers. I looked at how they moved their bodies and how they kept their balance. Their movements looked simple and gentle, not forced. I tried to copy their style slowly and step by step. When I did that, my technique became much better. I learned that sometimes watching is also part of learning.
I agree. Watching good skiers is very helpful. I used to sit on the ski lift and look at the people skiing below. I observed how they turned, how they held their poles, and how they stopped. Then I tried those movements myself. At first, it didn't look the same, but little by little, I improved. Learning from others is a smart and fun way to grow.
Mark, when I think about skiing, I remember so many funny moments. One time, I fell into a big pile of soft snow and disappeared like a snowball. My friends laughed so hard they couldn't stand up. I was laughing too, so I couldn't get out of the snow for a minute. It wasn't embarrassing at all. It was just pure happiness. Those silly moments made the day more special. Sometimes the best memories come from unexpected falls.
That sounds hilarious, Anna. I also had a funny moment like that. One day, I tried to ski fast to show off in front of my friends, but I lost control and fell right into the snow fence. My friends laughed for 10 minutes, and I laughed with them because it was just too funny. I didn't hurt myself, only my pride. But the moment made everyone smile, and it became a great memory. After that, I stopped trying to look cool and just enjoyed skiing.
Another funny memory for me happened at the ski lift. I tried to get off quickly, but I slipped and sat on the snow like a baby. The lift chair pushed me a little, and everyone around laughed kindly. I started laughing too because the whole moment looked like a comedy movie. Even strangers were smiling because it was so cute and silly. Skiing brings people together with laughter. I think that's why I love it so much.
Oh yes, the ski lifts always make great comedy moments. One time my pole got stuck in the lift chair and I didn't realize it. When I tried to ski away, the pole stayed behind and I fell forward into the snow. People around clapped and said, "Nice style!" and I couldn't stop laughing. I love that skiing culture is friendly and warm. Everyone accepts mistakes and turns them into fun.
I also have sweet memories from quiet moments on the mountain. Sometimes I stop and look at the white world around me. Everything becomes calm and I can hear only the wind. In those moments, I feel small but peaceful. Skiing reminds me how beautiful nature is. I feel grateful that I can be there and enjoy the snow, the sky, and the mountains.
I feel the same way. Some of my favorite memories are not loud or funny, but soft and emotional. I love skiing early in the morning when the sun just shines on the snow. The mountains look like they are glowing and the air feels fresh and clean. It makes me feel connected to life and nature. Skiing gives me happiness in both fun moments and quiet moments. It is more than a sport. It is a feeling.
Mark, another moment I will never forget is when I skied during sunset. The sky was orange and pink, and the snow looked like gold. I was tired, but I didn't want to stop because everything looked magical. I skied slowly and enjoyed every second. It felt like a dream, and I wished time could stop. I think it was one of the most beautiful moments in my life. Skiing creates memories that stay in the heart forever.
That sounds beautiful, Anna. I also love skiing at sunset because the colors in the sky make the mountain look like a painting. One time I skied during sunset with my family, and we all stopped to watch the view together. No one spoke. We all felt calm and happy. It was a simple moment, but very emotional. Sometimes nature is the best part of skiing. It reminds us how wonderful the world can be.
I also remember a really sweet moment with a little kid on the slope. He was learning to ski and he fell near me. I helped him stand up and he smiled and said, "Thank you, I will try again." His positive energy made my heart warm. A few minutes later, I saw him skiing without falling and he waved at me proudly. That moment reminded me that courage has no age. Skiing teaches everyone to believe in themselves.
That is such a heartwarming story. I once saw an older man skiing slowly but confidently, and he looked so happy. He said he started skiing at the age of 60 and never stopped because it made him feel alive. I was inspired by his story and realized that skiing is for everyone, young or old. Age doesn't matter when you enjoy something with your heart. Skiing connects people from different generations. It's amazing to see how it brings joy to so many lives.
I also love the little traditions we have when skiing. After a long day on the snow, we always drink hot chocolate and talk about our funniest falls. We laugh and celebrate every small victory. It doesn't matter who skied better or faster. What matters is the happiness we shared. These traditions make skiing feel like family time. They turn simple days into special memories.
Yes, the moments after skiing are just as important as skiing. Sitting together, talking, laughing, and remembering the day makes everything complete. The tired legs don't matter because the heart feels full. I think skiing is not only about being active, but also about building friendships and creating stories. When I look back, I don't remember how fast I was. I remember how happy I was. And those memories stay forever.
Mark, today's conversation made me feel very happy. Talking about skiing reminded me of all the beautiful memories in the snow. Skiing is not an easy sport, but it gives us joy, courage, and laughter. I hope our listeners also felt the positive energy and maybe got inspired to try skiing one day. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner. Everyone can learn step by step. The most important thing is to enjoy the moment and have fun. Thank you, Mark, for sharing this warm and exciting talk with me today.
Thank you, Anna. I also really enjoyed this conversation. It reminded me of why skiing is so special, not because of speed, but because of the feelings and memories. I hope our listeners remember that it's okay to fall and okay to learn slowly. Skiing is not about being perfect, it's about being happy. I wish everyone listening a winter full of adventure, friendship, and positive moments. And thank you, Anna, for this wonderful and emotional episode today.
And to our amazing listeners, thank you for spending time with us. We hope our skiing episode made you smile and feel motivated. If you ever go skiing, don't forget to laugh, enjoy the view, and believe in yourself. Every mountain has a story, and maybe one day you will have your own skiing story too. Stay warm, stay safe, and keep enjoying life. We will be back soon with another fun podcast topic.
Yes, thank you everyone for listening. We are happy to share our experiences with you, and we hope you join us again in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves and enjoy every day, snowy or sunny. Life is full of great moments when you open your heart to them. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Goodbye, and see you next time.